Yeah.
Weezy out of
High-speed thrills. So in order of speed, today we're going to be counting down the top 10 fastest rides and attractions at Walt Disney World. Number 10. Space Mountain. Approaching the Magic Kingdom, you can't help but notice the white futuristic space-themed show building that houses Space Mountain. Situated in the back of Tomorrowland, this indoor dual-track steel roller coaster opened on January 15th, 1975. The show building is home to two identical tracks, Alpha and Omega, with both offering the exact same experience where you'll reach speeds of up to 28 miles per hour. Once you're seated in your rocket ship, you approach a lighted tunnel as you leave the loading platform, then head up the lift hill. These are going to be the only sections of the ride where there's light, then the rest takes place in complete darkness. It's an exhilarating 2 minutes and 30 seconds of unexpected twists and turns through the dark. You honestly never know which direction you'll be moving in next, and after the ride's done, you'll want to ride again, so you definitely don't want to miss Space Mountain. Number 9. Primeval Whirl. Get ready to take a trip back in time as we switch parks and head on over to Disney's Animal Kingdom. Heading through Dinoland USA, you'll approach an area themed to a parking lot carnival called Chester and Hester's Dino-Rama. Primeval Whirl opened on March 31st, 2002, and is the headliner attraction of Dino-Rama. From a glance, the ride structure looks interesting, but it's pretty much just your typical Wild Mouse roller coaster. These types of coasters can be found at amusement parks all across the world. Now, like Space Mountain, the ride has two identical tracks, with each layout facing the opposite direction. Once you're loaded into your time machine vehicle and head up the lift hill, you'll soon be reaching speeds of up to 29 miles per hour. Now get ready for a series of sudden dips and turns as you travel past cartoon dinosaurs on your adventure. Oh, and be prepared for the ride vehicle to start spinning. A lot. The ride is pretty bumpy as it is, and if you don't enjoy spinning rides, this might be one to skip out on. Number 8. The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Taking things back into Magic Kingdom, we'll head into Fantasyland where you can dig your way through the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. This attraction opened on May 28, 2014, completing the new Fantasyland expansion. The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is a roller coaster dark ride hybrid that offers both a thrill and a chill. The coaster's ride vehicle is a tilting vehicle that simulates the swaying and tipping you might expect to feel in a real minecart. The speed on the ride varies quite a bit while you travel both indoors and outdoors, reaching a speed of up to 34 miles per hour. You'll definitely feel the rush as you head down the largest drop on the coaster. It happens just after you pass through the slower-paced dark ride section. Now, this part of the attraction is also unique since it features 7 state-of-the-art animatronics. We actually covered these figures in last week's video, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Now, the ride is very smooth, and although it does travel at speeds of up to 34 miles per hour, it definitely doesn't feel that fast. The ride is a fair length, coming in around 2 minutes and 50 seconds, but you do spend just over a minute in the dark ride portion and going up the second lift hill. Like we said before, it's a great mix of a thrill and chill experience, but if you're looking for a ride that takes the thrill to the next level, there's gonna be others on this list you'll definitely want to check out. Number 7. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Staying in Magic Kingdom, we'll head to the back of the park towards Frontierland. As you step further into the land, you can't help but notice the 197-foot butte set in the Monument Valley and home to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Opening on November 15th, 1980, Big Thunder Mountain became the second roller coaster at Magic Kingdom. As you step into your train in the enclosed loading station, you're about to embark on the wildest ride in the wilderness! Reaching speeds of up to 35 miles per hour, Big Thunder Mountain takes you up 2 lift hills, down multiple drops, taking twists and turns through the town of Tumbleweed, passing by many animal animatronics. On your way through this runaway train ride. The ride is more exciting in the back, so if you're looking for that extra thrill, definitely ask a cast member for the back of the train. Now, Big Thunder Mountain not only offers a thrill, but it also offers a great view of the fireworks if you ride at night during the show. It's a perfect, thrilling experience with that extra bit of Disney magic. Number 6. The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Now let's switch gears and head on over to Disney's Hollywood Studios, where the Hollywood Tower Hotel is home to the next attraction going up on our list. Strategically placed at the tip of Sunset Boulevard behind the rows of palm trees is the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Arguably one of the most popular thrill rides at the resort, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror offers you a fully immersive experience into the Twilight Zone. Set in an abandoned 1930s-era Hollywood hotel, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror takes guests into the fifth dimension on
the maintenance service elevator, still in operation, waiting for you.
Make sure you're strapped in because this elevator is unlike any other you've experienced. The elevator drops you 130 feet at speeds of up to 39 miles per hour. Not only do you get a thrilling experience, but you also get a great bird's-eye view of the park. Now this isn't your typical free-fall attraction. Imagineers designed cables at the bottom of the elevator that actually pull you down at speeds that are faster than the normal free-fall speed for those vehicles. The Tower of Terror also uses randomized drop patterns that offer a variation of drops and lifts of various distances and at different intervals. The entire ride lasts about 3 minutes, so get ready to scream because you'll never know what kind of drops to expect on the Tower of Terror. Number 5. Splash Mountain. Heading back into Frontierland at Magic Kingdom, it's a zippity-doo-dah day at the first and only water ride on the list. Splash Mountain officially opened on October 2nd, 1992, and takes your classic log flume ride to a whole new level. Based on the characters from the 1946 Disney film Song of the South, you board your log and embark on a leisure ride through the world of Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, and Brer Bear. Using a combination of outdoor views and indoor show scenes with animatronics,
Don't they look lovely, June?
Splash Mountain offers a lot to see before the big drop. Descending 50 feet at a 45-degree angle, traveling at a maximum speed of 40 miles per hour, your log travels down the flume in a mere 3 seconds, and you're sure to get wet. Now, don't be fooled. There is one other drop called Slip and Falls, but that's nowhere near as intense as the big drop. Splash Mountain has a ride time of 10 minutes and 30 seconds, making it the longest ride on the list and a great way to cool off on a really hot day at Magic Kingdom. Number 4. The Walt Disney World Monorail. Although not an official attraction in the theme parks, the monorail has become a staple of Walt Disney World, making it very easy to travel through parts of the resort. The monorail opened on October 1st, 1971, and has always been a free service at Walt Disney World. When you board this highway in the sky, you're traveling on one of the most heaviest traveled monorail systems in the world. The tracks span over 14.7 miles around the resort, and during normal operation, the Mark 6 monorail trains reach an average speed of 40 miles per hour, but they were designed to top speeds of 55 miles per hour. Each of the 12 monorail trains are identified by a different color and operate on 2 separate lines, offering 3 services. The express route between the Transportation and Ticket Center to Magic Kingdom, the resort loop that services all the hotels along the monorail line, and the Epcot Loop, that travels from the Transportation and Ticket Center to Epcot. It isn't a trip to Walt Disney World without riding the monorail, and since you don't even need a valid theme park ticket to ride, there's no excuse to miss out. Number 3. Expedition Everest. On April 7th, 2006, at Disney's Animal Kingdom, Expedition Everest Legend of the Forbidden Mountain opened at the theme park. It went on record in 2011 as being the most expensive roller coaster ever built in the world. Once you board your train, you begin a speedy journey through the Himalayas to the base of Mount Everest, where you then begin your descent up this 118-foot lift hill. Reaching speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, this roller coaster has everything from twists and turns through caves to a set of broken rail tracks when your ride comes to a halt, forcing you to roll back. This backwards section is fast and will get your adrenaline running. It truly feels like you're on a wild run to avoid the Yeti. Now, Disney uses the broken rail tracks as well as the projected Yeti as ways to distract riders from the track switch that's happening beneath you. This allows for a seamless switch that keeps the thrill alive. The main drop happens just after the projection scene, and when you're on the run, don't forget to keep an eye out for that Disco Yeti. Maybe one day he'll get fixed so we can stop calling him that. Expedition Everest is an immersive, thrilling experience that will definitely leave you wanting more. Go Disco Yeti! Number 2. Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. At Hollywood Studios off Sunset Boulevard, you can follow the head of this guitar until you find your way to G-Force Records, the home of Rock and Roller Coaster. It's an enclosed launch steel coaster that opened on July 28, 1999, and has become a very popular ride at the resort. The anticipation builds as you're waiting for the coaster's launch. Being the second fastest ride at Walt Disney World, Rock and Roller Coaster takes you from 0 to 57 miles per hour in a mere 2.8 seconds. Now, Disney actually advertises this ride as going from 0 to 60 miles per hour, so they round up a little bit. Now, this is also the only roller coaster on Walt Disney World property that goes upside down. While you're rocking to the beat of this Aerosmith soundtrack, there's 3 inversions on the ride, 2 rollover loops that happen just after the launch, and 1 corkscrew near the end. As you're speeding past neon road signs, like Space Mountain, most of Rock and Roller Coaster takes place in complete darkness, which adds to the thrill. The ride lasts only 1 minute and 22 seconds, but short ride times are typical with launch coasters. Not only does the attraction offer you a thrilling ride, but the 3-minute pre-show and the detailed queue are all part of the whole Rock and Roller Coaster experience through G-Force Records. Number 1. Test Track. Making our way into Future World at Epcot, let's take a look at the fastest thrill ride at Walt Disney World. Test Track officially opened on March 17, 1999, and since its opening, has seen some major cosmetic changes. The original Test Track used to place riders in a GM testing facility to assess how prototype vehicles are safety tested. In 2012, Chevrolet became the new sponsor and gave this high-velocity ride a much different look. You no longer feel like you're in a real testing facility. It's much more futuristic looking, but the track layout remained the same, which still includes some pretty quick accelerations and stops through the indoor show scenes. Now, the indoor show scenes are thrilling, but just enough to prepare you for the outdoor high-speed bank turn that reaches speeds of up to 65 miles per hour. Within 8.8 seconds, you'll hit the Florida speed limit and definitely feel the wind in your hair on this one. Now, Test Track isn't just the fastest ride, it also has the longest track at Walt Disney World, coming in at 5,246 feet. Being one of the main e-ticket attractions, the line does get very long, but it does offer a single rider line that usually has shorter wait times. Test Track is a must-do for any trip to Walt Disney World. So, in your opinion, what's the best thrill ride at Walt Disney World from this list? Have you ever ridden more than 5 of these rides in one day? Leave a comment down below and start a conversation. If you have any videos from the Disney parks that you'd like to share with us to be used in future videos, follow the link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. Click the TPM icon on the screen to subscribe to this channel, and check out some of these other videos which we're sure you'll like.